So we'll begin. So let's begin lying down, any comfortable position for you. Maybe it's on your back, on your side, on your front body. And to begin, noticing the sensation of your breath. Maybe just noticing where you feel your breath the most. Perhaps in your diaphragm, in your chest. Maybe a little bit of both. And then I invite you to take deep inhales in through your nose, into your diaphragm. Long, slow exhales out. And perhaps taking a moment here to check in with your mind. Notice if there's anything going on in your mind that you don't need, either during our time here together or perhaps in your life in general. Maybe it's thoughts about your day today. Maybe you're thinking about things you need to or wish to do later. Whatever it may be, see if you can allow it to go with your exhale. Perhaps you imagine that you place it on a cloud and then watch the cloud slowly drift away. So just a reminder to listen to your own body today. Only do what's comfortable for you. If we come into a pose that doesn't feel right in your body today or ever, please feel free to come out, come into any kind of resting posture that feels right for you, and then join us again whenever you are ready. So to begin our class today, I have a quote, apparently by John Lennon. I haven't double checked that though. There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. We need to learn to love ourselves first, in all our glory and our imperfections. If we cannot love ourselves, we cannot fully open to our ability to love others or our potential to create. Evolution and all hopes for a better world rest in the fearless and open-hearted vision of people who embrace life. All right, so from here, taking a few more rounds of breath, deep inhales and long, slow exhales. During our practice today, I invite you to come back to your breath whenever you need to. Maybe allow that to be your focus point as we go through our practice. If your mind starts to wander, or if maybe you start to doubt yourself in some way. And as you breathe in, I invite you to breathe in love. So making some small movements here in your fingers and toes. Perhaps rolling around wrists and ankles. Maybe you take a big stretch here if that feels good for you. And perhaps hugging both knees in towards your chest and rocking from side to side. Have you had a hug today? If not, this is your first hug. Okay, and whenever you feel ready, allowing your feet to come down towards the earth. So knees are bent, feet are about hip distance apart. And we're just going to find a moving bridge here to begin. So pushing your feet down into the earth, allowing your hips to come up, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your glutes, and then on your exhale, gently lowering your hips down towards the earth. Continue moving here at your own pace. Inhale, lift. Push your feet down into the earth. And exhale to lower. Take your time. Perhaps you add your arms into this movement. So as you lift your hips, arms reach up and back behind you, fingernails to the earth. And as your hips lower, arms come back down by your sides. So let's find two more here. And once those two are complete for you, allowing your feet to come wide on the mat and windshield wipering your knees from side to side. Notice what you feel in your body, in your low back and your hips as you do this movement. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, slowly walking your feet back to about hip distance. And then allowing your right ankle to cross over your left thigh, activating your right foot, so slightly curling back your toes. So you have options here. If you wish, maybe right hand pushes the right thigh away, or perhaps you draw your legs closer to you and grabbing a hold to your left leg somewhere. Allowing your shoulders to soften down towards the earth. And find your breath. Breathe in love. And breathe in self-acceptance. One more round of breath. And then gently lowering your left foot to the earth. And we'll just come over to the other side. Left ankle crosses over right thigh, activating your left foot, either pushing the left leg away or drawing the legs closer to you, grabbing a hold of the right leg somewhere. On your exhale, allow your shoulders to drop down towards the earth. And notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw, in your forehead. And see if you can relax and soften here. Finding one more round of breath. And then gently releasing your legs. Let's uncross the legs. And then rolling over to one side, any side that's calling for you. And then gently making your way up to seated. So any comfortable seated pose for you. Maybe it's easy seated pose, crisscross applesauce. Maybe legs are out long, whatever feels right. And from here, let's find some seated cat-cow, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone, and then opening your heart up towards the sky, shoulders roll back and down your spine. And just moving here with your breath, see where it's more comfortable to inhale and where it's more comfortable to exhale. And as you roll your shoulders back and down, heart opens up towards the sky. Imagine a string pulling your heart up towards the sky. Let's find one more in each direction. And then coming back to center. Okay, so placing your right hand on the earth, left hand palm faces up towards the sky. On your inhale, allowing your arm to reach up and over, find length along your left side, and roll the left shoulder back and down your spine. So come over as far as you feel comfortable. Maybe you tent your fingers on the earth. Maybe if you're able to keep both hips on the earth, coming down to your forearm. And then see if you can rotate your heart up towards the sky. And look wherever's comfortable. Maybe you look up, you look straight, or you look down. And on your next inhale, coming back to center. And then exhale, coming over to the other side. Right shoulder rolls back and down your spine. Find whatever variation feels good for you on this side. And then opening your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, releasing your hands to the earth. All right, so let's bring our feet about mat distance apart. We're going to windshield wiper our knees from side to side. So just notice what you feel here in your hips. And just go as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we're going to set up our legs here for a pose. So let's bring the right leg forward as if you were sitting in a cross-legged pose. And then activating your left foot, bringing your left leg beside you. So left knee to right foot, left foot behind you. We're going to move in a couple different directions here. So to begin, bringing your hands out in front. On your inhale, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, folding forward with a flat back. So again, only going as far as you feel comfortable. And find your breath. On your next inhale, walking your hands back to center. We're going to move over towards the right side. So inhale to lengthen your spine, turning toward your right knee, and exhale to fold forward. Notice if it feels a little bit different on this side. Perhaps you're able to walk your hands over towards the right side a little further, walk the left hand away a little bit further. Slowly walking your hands back to center. All right, here's what we're going to do. So left hand is going to be kind of like we're a child with a car. Right hand is going to come to the earth. We're going to bring the car down, no, airplane. Bring the airplane down towards the earth. Lift up, Lift your hips, maybe arm reaches up high, maybe arm reaches behind you. And then on your exhale, slowly coming back down, allow the airplane to go back home and then come back again. Inhale, lift and reach. And exhale down. We'll do this a couple more times. Let's see. Elizabeth, number 35. This is your pose. Joy pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Let's find that one more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right, let's switch over to the other side. Feet come mat distance apart. And we'll just find a little bit of movement in our hips once again. You've all picked nice poses. Some days it's all really challenging poses. Today is not as challenging. Okay, so let's set this up the other direction. So left foot's going to come in front, and then activating the right foot, bringing the right foot to your side. Find your sits bones here, that comfortable place to sit. Hands come out in front. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to fold. Breathing in love and breathing in self-compassion. On your next inhale, slowly walking your hands back up. Turning towards that left knee, inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. And again, maybe hands walk over towards the left side, walk the right arm away a little further. And on your next inhale, slowly walking your hands back up. All right, so left hand to the earth, airplane in the right hand. Let's sweep the airplane along the earth and reach up towards the sky. And on your exhale, coming back down. Moving at your own pace with your own breath. Coming up only as high as you feel comfortable. Or perhaps hips stay on the floor. Listen to your body. What does this side need? Okay, so one more time into our joy pose. Open your heart. And exhale to come back down. Okay, activate the right foot as you roll out, and then feet come mat distance apart. Last time, windshield wipering your knees from side to side. Okay, gently making your way into a tabletop pose. Okay, so number 14, gate pose. So we're going to do a couple different things before we come into that gate. So first we'll bring the right foot out towards the side. So right foot comes parallel to the side of the mat. If we move through this and it feels like too much, feel free to place your foot on the earth with a bent knee. Okay, we're going to find some movement here with the spine. Round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. And then move in the opposite direction, tailbone points up towards the sky. Notice what you feel here along the inside of your right thigh. So let's go one more time in each direction. Okay, wonderful. Let's plant the right hand underneath the right shoulder, gripping the fingers of your hand into the mat. Left arm comes out towards the side, perhaps up towards the sky. Listen to your body. Find a couple more rounds of breath. And then we're going to take this left hand and we're going to scoop it underneath the body. Left shoulder and left side of the head come down towards the earth. If this is too much with your leg out, feel free to bring the right knee back under and then try again. Find 2 more rounds of breath. And then using your right hand, push it into the earth to unravel. Left arm reaches up as high as you feel comfortable, and left hand to the earth. Walking your hands back towards your knee and come on up. So our gate pose. Right hand comes to your right thigh or shin, just not the knee. Left palm faces up towards the sky. Inhale to lift and exhale to reach over towards the right side. So left shoulder rolls back and down your spine. Protect your shoulders. Inhale back to center. And exhale, left hand comes to the earth under the shoulder. Perhaps you lift the right leg up. Lift the right arm up and over. Activate your right foot by slightly curling back the toes. Okay, and if you want to, maybe you add something here. Maybe you bend your knee, grab a hold of the right foot. Activate your right foot and send your right knee towards the back of your mat. Who knew one simple pose, gate pose, could have so many different things that could go along with it? Okay, whenever you're ready, release. Whoops. Maybe kick your wall while you're at it like I did. Okay, so right foot comes to the earth. Draw your belly button in. Use your core to come back up. And hands come down towards the earth. Come into tabletop. And we'll find that on the other side. Left foot comes out to the side. Again, foot is parallel to the side of the mat, or bend your knee. And find some cat-cow movements here. Now let's see if I can remember all of that on this side. All right, coming back to center. Left wrist is under the left shoulder, right arm comes out towards the side, perhaps up towards the sky. Listen to your body. Find 2 rounds of breath. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales. And then scooping the right arm underneath your body. Right shoulder and head come to the earth. Again, whatever variation you need on this side, you can find it. On your next inhale, pushing into your left hand, unravel the right arm up towards the sky, and then right hand comes to the earth. Walking your hands back towards your knee and come on up. We'll find that gate pose on the other side. Left hand comes to either the thigh or the shin. Right arm reaches up and over. Rolling the right shoulder back and down your spine. And look where it feels comfortable. What's going on in your neck today? Feel the length here along the right side. Maybe I already said that. That's okay, doesn't matter. Breathing in self-compassion. Okay, inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Maybe you lift the left leg, activate the left foot. And perhaps you extend the left arm towards what is now the back of your mat. Find balance. And remember, if you need to, you can change this pose. Maybe you drop the left foot back towards the earth. Maybe the left hand comes by your side. Find what feels good. And again, option here to bend the left knee, grab a hold of the left foot. Send the knee back. So it's going towards the front of your mat. One more round of breath. And then release here. Okay, left foot comes to the earth. Draw your navel in. Come up with control. Hands come down towards the earth. Let's come into tabletop. And then curl your toes under downward dog. So shoulders roll back and down your spine. And as much of a bend in your knees as you need. No discomfort here. Perhaps you pedal out your feet, bending one knee as you straighten the other. Shifting your weight forward into your plank pose. So where do you need to be today in your plank? Is it knees down or knees up? Draw the belly button in. You had to know I was going to throw a plank in there somewhere, right? Push your body away from the earth. Grip your fingers. Whenever you're ready, shift your weight forward just a little bit. Drop your knees if they aren't already there. Tuck the elbows, chest and chin follow. Let's find baby cobra. Shoulders roll back and down your spine. Tuck your elbows. Tops of your feet push into the earth. Lift your heart. So notice where you're looking. See if you can look down at the floor so you have a nice straight line in your neck. Okay, releasing down towards the earth. And your choice, either reverse push-up or tabletop, downward dog. So right foot reaches up towards the sky. Shifting your weight forward, sending your right foot through. Maybe you walk it through if you need to. So your choice, knee can come down or stay up. Sorry, left knee. Squeeze your inner thighs together as you rise. Shoulders roll back and down. Rolling the right hip back, left hip forward. Okay. On your next exhale, bringing your arms back by your sides. Draw your belly button in. Crown of your head reaches towards the front of the room. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. One more time. Exhale, arms come back behind you. We're going to shift our weight forward into our right foot. Left foot's going to come up off the earth. Maybe you take a couple steps. Send the left foot back behind you. Maybe you wobble. It's okay. Activate the left foot. Point the toes down. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of the mat. Okay, ready? We're going to move into tree pose, which I know, hurry up and tell us, is number 1. See if you can come standing on your right foot without your left foot coming to the earth. Send the left knee forward. And then we'll come into tree. Left knee comes out towards the side. Foot comes to maybe the floor, the shin, or above the knee, just not on the knee. Ah. There's wind blowing my tree around. Okay. Find balance in your right foot. Ah. Tuck the right hip under. Often I find we pop that right hip out towards the side, tuck it under. Any variation in arms that feels right for you. You are your own tree. Find a place to focus on. And breathe in love. One more round of breath. And exhale, hands to your sides. If they aren't already there, come to mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart. If you're not at the front of your mat, come on to the front. Shoulders roll back and down your spine. Imagine squeezing a block between your thighs. Notice how that pulls everything in your legs. Crown of your head reaches high. On your inhale, reaching up towards the sky, extended mountain. And on your exhale, with a flat back, swan diving down, forward fold. Let's find a few breaths here. So what will feel good for you in your body? Maybe arms dangle. Perhaps you grab a hold of opposite elbows, or maybe you clasp your hands behind your low back. Shoulders roll back and down your spine, and extend your arms high. So notice if there's any discomfort in your low back or backs of your thighs, maybe find a deeper bend here in your knees. Release tension in your neck. All right, if hands are up towards the sky, bend your elbows, bring the hands down. Let's step back with both feet into plank pose, and then back into downward dog. Okay, ready? Shifting your weight forward, plank pose. Maybe you shift forward a little more on your toes or on your knees. Drop the knees, tuck the elbows, chest and chin. Find your back bend of choice here. Maybe it's full cobra, shoulders roll back and down your spine. Okay, and either reverse push-up or tabletop, downward dog. All right, we have a whole other side. Yay! Okay, left foot reaches up towards the sky. Shift your weight forward, step the left foot through. Nice wide stance, right foot to the right side, left foot to the left. Maybe that right knee comes to the earth if you need. Squeeze your inner thighs as you rise. So again, squaring your hips towards the front of the room or front of your mat. Left hip back, right hip forward. Squeeze the inner thighs and rise. On your next exhale, allowing your hands to come back by your sides. Draw the belly button in, lean forward. Inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. Maybe take a quick peek. Make sure the left knee is over the ankle. And exhale, arms come back by your side one more time. Okay, let's shift into our warrior three. So weight shifts into your left foot. Maybe you need to take a couple steps in with the right. Totally fine. Doesn't matter how you get there. Lift the right foot up, straighten the left leg. Point the toes of your right foot down. Find length in your spine. Reach your arms long behind you. And when you're ready, if you're able to, right knee comes forward, right foot hovers. Stork pose. Breathing in self-compassion. Okay, and then find your variation of tree here. Tuck the left hip under, reach nice and high. Or maybe arms come wherever you wish. Find a place to focus on that isn't moving. So whatever you do, don't look at me. One more round of breath. And then come to mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders roll back and down your spine. On your next inhale, reach up towards the sky, extended mountain. And on your exhale, flat back, swan diving down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins or thighs. Send the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. Draw the belly button in. And exhale, forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping both feet back into your plank pose. And we're all going to lower knees to the earth. And let's come back to child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. What will feel good here for you and your body? Maybe arms are long. Maybe you send your hands by your feet, palms face up towards the sky. Or any other variation that feels good. Deep inhales. Breathe in love, self-compassion. self-acceptance. All right, 2 more cards. Let's make our way into our tabletop pose. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Shoulders roll back and down your spine. So drawing your belly button in. Our next pose is number 24, tiger pose. So in our tiger pose, we're going to send the right foot up towards the sky. Bend your knee, keep your knee bent, sorry. Allow your belly to drop down towards the earth as you would in a cow pose. Push the right foot up. On your next exhale, round your spine, draw your knee in towards your nose and hold. This looks familiar from yesterday, anyone that was here yesterday. Okay, come back into your tiger pose, push the foot up. Feel the right glute activate here. Feel the strength in that muscle. And exhale, round, knee to nose and hold. Back into your tiger pose. Exhale, round, knee to nose. All right, a little challenge. Can you curl the toes of your left foot under? Still keep that right knee in. Shoulders roll back and down your spine. Grip your fingers. And then come into 3-legged dog by sending your right foot up and back behind you. If not, doesn't matter. Meet us at downward dog. Shift your weight forward, come into tabletop. Tiger pose on the other side. Left foot comes up towards the sky. Knee is bent, push nice and high. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. So a couple more. Pushing your foot back up towards the sky, tiger pose. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back into your tiger pose and hold. How high can you push your foot up towards the sky? Can you inhale courage? Shoulders roll back and down your spine. Draw the knee in towards your nose. Tuck the toes of your right foot. Grip your fingers. Send your left foot up and back behind you into 3-legged dog. Or downward dog. Let's all come downward dog. Shift slowly into your tabletop. And then we're going to come to seated. Last pose, number 34. So seated twists, we'll do that rather than a lying twist today. So let's see. Let's bring our legs out, shake the legs out. Shoulders roll back and down the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Crown of your head reaches nice and high. And I feel like today we'll do a flag twist. So let's draw the right foot in. Find your sits bones here, that comfortable place to sit. Activate your right foot, allow your right knee to drop out towards the side. Sorry, maybe you need to reposition. Okay, flag twist. Right hand comes behind us. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, turn to the right. Left hand comes to your right knee. Maybe you find a little deeper stretch. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, maybe you turn a little bit more. Find your breath. Deep inhales, long, slow exhales. Maybe slowing down your breath a little bit. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, come back to center. We'll find that on the other side. Right leg comes along, maybe you shake out your legs. Draw the left foot in, activate the left foot, drop the knee. Find your sits bones now. That place you can sit nice and tall. Left hand behind you. Inhale, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Exhale to turn right hand to left knee. Maybe you find a deeper twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to turn. One more round of breath. And then inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to come back to center. Releasing your legs, maybe shaking them out if you need to. Sorry, I didn't say maybe. Number 34 was our seated twist. And we're going to come down onto the earth. Okay, so bringing your feet mat distance apart once again. Windshield wipering your knees from side to side. Okay, so this is your opportunity to find whatever else you feel like your body needs. What did I miss? Maybe I missed something that you really wanted to do today. So you have about a minute to come into any pose that feels comfortable for you or that you really want. Maybe it's just hugging your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you find another twist, or maybe you just find socks and a blanket. So once you feel like this pose is complete for you, there's absolutely no rush. Finding your way into Shavasana or any other final resting pose lying on the earth. Maybe you're on your back, your side, your front body. What will help you soften, let go, and relax the most? Once you have found that place on the earth, take a moment to soften, releasing any tension that you feel in between your eyebrows. Noticing your jaw. Perhaps you can imagine that you're softening both the inside and the outside of your ears. Notice what happens to your upper jaw. Softening the lower jaw. Allowing your shoulders to sink down into the earth. On your next exhale, maybe you let out a big sigh. No one can hear you. You can only hear me. Maybe a couple more times here. Deep inhales in through your nose and side out. Last time. Deep inhale and let it all go. Gently bringing your awareness back. Perhaps you make small movements in your body. If it feels good, maybe rocking your head from side to side. Perhaps those small movements become bigger movements. And I invite you to roll over to one side, whichever side is calling for you, and stay there for a few breaths. And perhaps find gratitude for yourself for carving out this time to take care of your body, your mind, and your heart. And in your own time, coming up to seated, any comfortable seated position, and lowering or closing your eyes. There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. We need to learn to love ourselves first in all our glory and our imperfections. If we cannot love ourselves, we cannot fully open to our ability to love others or our potential to create. Evolution and all hopes for a better world rest in the fearless and open-hearted vision of people who embrace life. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. That light is a place of peace, love, kindness, and compassion. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, there is no difference and no distance between us. Together we are the same. We are one. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.